Good morning, YouTube and Twitch. This is Harmony Muse, back with Final Fantasy XIV after a day off. Sorry about that, but I had a lot I had to get done yesterday, and I spent most of the day afterwards sleeping. So, now that I finished my level 25 Marauder class quest, we're off to go deal with the Sylph problem and see why they've got a burr up their butt about humans again. 'Lavender Beds is specifically a housing district. Yeah, there's housing in this game. If you have the money, you can buy a plot of land in one of the housing developments around the game, and furnish it with various furniture, beds, etc., etc. It's something that's a carryover from Final Fantasy XI. Now, in Final Fantasy XI, having different things in your home gave you benefits. Legitimately, there were quests to get certain beds that would increase your in-game inventory. Now, I'm not quite so sure about Final Fantasy XIV because everybody had a Mog house in Final Fantasy XI. Getting a home in Final Fantasy XIV, not so easy. Because they specifically made it limited space. First come, first serve for the plots of land. And yeah, you have to pay a rather hefty cost to afford a plot of land for a home. Now, that being said, I guarantee you, every single one of the available land in the three main cities residential areas are going to be taken already. And by the time I get to Heaven or Stormblood content, those will be taken as well. Okay. So she's going to be giving me ideas to try to help people, to try to get their Sylphs to talk to me. Okay, praise be to the elementals. Yeah, they believe that there are spirits in the forest that they commune with. Okay, the Sylphs of Little Solus are sorely in need of aid. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solus wants for amenities, and not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from miles around are free to wander in and terrorize the residents. If I could put down the Ziz, Garleans, and the Garleans who roam these parts, 5 of each should suffice. The Sylphs and I would be grateful. Furthermore, if you could perhaps gather 5 brownie brushes as well. They play an important role in Sylphic culture. I claim not to know the details, but with such feral beasts prowling the forests, they are not easily come by. Once you are done, seek out Kamushio. He is slow to warm, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. Well, let's get to it. She has a unicorn. Oh, right. The unicorn is a specific pet that conjurers get at level 30. I'm jealous. I would like a unicorn. But then I'm a brony, so, well, yeah. And yeah, they look exactly like the axe beats from earlier in around Ul'dah. Around the lower levels there. Palette swapping is a long tradition in Final Fantasy. Well, any of the early 8-bit and 16-bit RPGs did that. Palette swapping being taking the same monster, give it, graphic, giving it different color, and putting it back out in the field at a different level. Ooh, brownie brush. See your brownie brush up here too. Yep, they're in diddly doodly easily. Let's go get that. I may have made a mistake getting my brownie brush here early, as I'm going to have to go through these Zs. Oh, it's not too bad. You'll notice blue along my XP bar. What that is it's a phenomenon common to MMORPGs these days. It's called rested XP. Basically, the concept is, the longer you're offline, you get a certain measure of experience, a certain measure on your rested XP. What that allows you to do is, for a certain amount of time, you get a bonus experience for killing things. It's to make it easier for people who can't sit and play the game 24 hours a day. Because while I get 20% extra XP from that and 20% extra XP from my ring from the Novice Guild, I'm getting another extra 50 simply from the quest. Now, where's that brownie brush? Here we go. Let's go get us some Ivy League while we're here. Oh, level sync it, okay. We're doing this because I want to demonstrate something. Remember, we already know fates give out XP and a small amount of coins. There's something else that they give that's more important later on. I'm not going to have... Okay, 4 minutes is not going to be enough to finish this, I don't think. But we're going to give it the college try. Fates come in several different formats. You have kill quota fates, which this one is. You have defend certain objects fates, or defend certain NPCs. Escort guy, or escort a person from another place, one place to another, while he randomly gets ambushed. And then you often have ones that are more common that are kill the big nasty boss. This one is easily soloable. Boss kill ones, not so much. Oh, looks like I was wrong. It looks like we will be able to do this in time. I underestimated my ability to make things die. Yeah. We just got a achievement for doing a certain total number of fates. Okay, right here, storm seals. That's Grand Company. That's your Grand Company currency as a Maelstrom member. What that will get you is not just stuff that I can buy, but you need storm seals to buy up your next rank. And as I've said previously, there's a good few things in Grand Companies that are rank locks. Like the higher level Grand Company based gear. Doesn't look too boring to me, just small. Oh, wrong kind of beetle, or wrong kind of boring. Oh well, bad joke. Anyway. One thing I will always give this game is the graphics are amazing. That, if you look at it closely, is really rather horrifying. But then I'm frightened of insects of any kind. At least it's not a spider. People who've watched me stream know just how terrified of spiders I am. They got a floating cloud. Okay, that's a great shades of Journey to the West. Now there are going to be people who are younger that think, oh no, that's from Dragon Ball Z. And you would be correct. Yes, our favorite blonde, spiky-haired dipshit superhero, Goku, was based off of Sun Wukong from the famous Chinese novel Journey to the West. In fact, that's where Oolong came from, was Sha Wujie, the one of the other shape-shifting disciples of Triptaka. Dancing One still here. Dancing One can dance all day. Trust is not so easily earned. Brownie Brush. Dancing One brings brownie brushes. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills bitey buzzy ones. This one hates bitey buzzy ones. Dancing One is kind too kind. Many walking ones come to this one's abode, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was not wrong to trust Dancing One after all. Again, each of the different tribes has their own way they speak. This one is a little bit very annoying. Now, what do you have for me? Presence of enemy. Okay. This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. This one has many troubles since Walking Ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful, always careful. But Dancing One not like other Walking Ones. This one can trust you. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange Walking Ones with bodies of steel came to the home of these ones. These one thinks steel ones come from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. This one's home is in danger. This one begs Dancing One to help us. This one no more. Dancing One is friends with these ones and Walking Ones, yes. Dancing One must speak to these ones and Walking Ones in Hut House and find out more. This one has bad feeling. This one fears steel ones are after something. This one should speak no more. Go. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. And you have to understand Japanese cultural honorifics and politeness culture. This, referring to yourself as this one, It's a very humble way of speaking. But this one, these ones, dancing ones, that's less Japanese culture and more annoying as shit. Steel walking ones. Yes, this one is seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for tiny treasure. This one likes treasure. Metal should not flow like fabric like that. Shush, shush, this one says. Steel walking ones scary like touched ones. This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. Alright. The other two they want me to talk to are all the way over at... Okay, at the Hawthorne Hut. Yeah, lovely. Fortunately, it's raised up in such a way that I can't do my usual jump up, can I? Let's try it. Oh, maybe... Oh, wrong place. Oh, well. What do you have for me? Men clad in strange armor. Now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. Well, you know what happens when you make an assumption. You become an ass and the ump will shun you. Oh, inside. Okay. Victor. What do you have for me, Victor? There's some types clad in head to toe in steel. Imperial soldiers, no doubt. Couldn't tell you what they're plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. Now Kamusha wants me back. Now, as I said previously, we're probably going to end up getting another dungeon today, because the level requirement for the 1000 Moths of Todorok dungeon is 24, and I'm level 25. I'm also 4 levels over the quest requirements for now. So I'm happy to see Dancing One. What did Dancing One learn? Let's see, Steel Walking Ones come from Empire, carry boxes up. This one thought, Steel One's up to no good, nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel walking ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow Dancing One's map. This one makes mark right here. This one where steel ones hide. This one knows. Dancing One will go looking for steel ones, yes. Translation, go find and wreck the crap out of the Garleans who are threatening your city. Exactly what I plan to do. Kill the signifier first because that's a healer. Always kill the healer first. The healer is keeping the rest of the group up. Healer goes down, everybody else won't be getting the heals, keeping them up. What's wrong? Yes, mother. Well, guys, it looks like as soon as I can, I'm going to have to get up and go do some chores. It'll only be about 2 or 3 minutes. I apologize for that. Also with Quartermaster's Log to Camuscio. Well, I'm gonna go get to where I can... I apologize for having to go AFK, but it'll only be a couple of minutes. Hopefully. Okay, I say hopefully because when it comes to family chores, one simple thing inevitably ends up being several. That's not me talking negatively about my aunt. That's more me talking about family chores in general. This one. Okay, Dancing one found something. Quartermaster's Log. Dancing one found paper. Message from Empire. This one can read Walking Wind symbols. Message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes. This one knows. But this one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from home of these ones. How do steel walking ones know to find them? Is sneaky one hiding behind this one's wings? Snooping one selling secrets to steal walking ones. This one fears for this one's home, but dancing one has helped this one much today. Dancing one must promise to always be friend to these ones. Alright, I'll be your friend. And you give me high potions. Okay, I will be back shortly. For now, enjoy a couple of commercials. I know. Well, Mom, wouldn't be Aunt Sally if she wasn't fucking up our plans. Very sorry about that. Took me a while to get back in. Okay. Better. Shit. Okay. I accidentally hit the sleep button on my computer, or on my PC, or on my keyboard while getting up. So I'm technically still streaming. Sorry about that, everybody. I'll get back in the game shortly. Alrighty. But luckily, because OBS was open and actively transmitting to the internet, it kept the system from killing off. So I'm still here. Again, very sorry about that, but I will be back in quick as I can. Okay. Now, what's Kamushio want me to do? Alright. Pining for a wayward friend. Helpful one arrives at good time. This one needs helpful one's help. One of these ones named Clashio ventured outside Little Solace alone. One is unsafe, one is unsafe. Helpful one must find Clashio. Clashio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry up before Clashio ends up in the belly of a beastly one. Okay, so let's get going. We're probably gonna have to fight them goblins. Or Garleans, rather. No idea what the hell a Garlean is. Okay. Let's re-evolve these ones, living with those who are not these ones. These ones want to be alone. These ones rely on walking ones for everything. No better than ones see some of the primal one. The small one. Small wonder this one chose to leave. Okay. This one thought this likely. Okay, but meddling one arrives. Forces this one deeper into forest. Meddling one is forbidden from following this one. Away with meddling one. Okay, you want to fight now? Okay. Let's do this. Let's get nuts. Actually, if you refuse to return to these ones and went deeper in the forest, this one saw touched ones lurking in forest. Helpful one must hurry and find Clashio. Helpful one should search for pieces of thread on forest floor. These ones will lead helpful one to Clashio. Hurry before touched ones take Clashio away. Well, that means we gotta go help Digit. Okay, so these red circles on the map that tells you where you need to go to look for what you're looking for a quest objective. Back in the days of early World of Warcraft, we didn't have this. World of Warcraft has this now. You know, back in the days of EverQuest, they still don't have that. They have mini-maps, but they don't have, you know, blatant point, go here. I sort of miss the old ways, because with the way things are now, it's a lot easier. There's a lot less exploring and having to find stuff on your own. Now, that also makes it more accessible to players who don't have the patience, and I can understand that, but still. Crap, hit the wrong thing. Well, let's wreck some face and get to it. Okay, and I've got brotherly love as a duty. Let's get this done. Meddling Wind is back. This one told Meddling Wind to be gone. Tell Kamushio that this one will never go back. Never. And now you're surrounded by... Okay. Touched ones. Touched ones should go away too. This one is a good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone. Be on guard. The Sylphs have been tempered, brought into the thrall of the primal Ramu. Akin to the Amalja tempered by Ifrit, these Sylphs exist only to serve their deity. They'll not answer to words, only steal. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Not smart to anger this one. This one has many friends in for it. Ah, crap apple. And they brought a Marlboro. You can go deal with that one. No, not Stinky One. Stinky One is scary. Oh, that's cute. Where are you, Papa Limo? Why aren't you making with the heels? Oh shit. You do not want to be hit by a Morbol's bad breath. That will not kill you, but make you wish you were dead. As I said previous, it legitimately inflicts every single negative status effect in the game on you. There's something not right about this Morbo. Focus your attack on the Sylphs. It'd be good if you all didn't stand in its death. Wrap up Limo, can't stand this stench any longer. Now the Morbo is running away. Good. I didn't want to have to fight that thing. I don't like those. I really don't. It's safe. This one was so scared. Kamushio, this one was worried. So very worried. Is Clashio harmed? Still in possession of wits. Kamushio and meddling is one as well. Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Clashio. The Clashio is safe, fills this one with joy. Clashio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solus. This one was just afraid. I hate that method of speech. That is so goddamn annoying. These ones who live at Little Solus were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who these ones were, like touched ones did, but this one was wrong. I can see that now. Meddling helpful one, this one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solus to be with Kamushio and friendly ones. Well, that should see it at that. Let's say we return to Little Solus as well. I, for one, could use a nice hot bath. Okay, so let's get back to Little Solus. Looking forward to hitting level 30 and having the final point in my aggro generator combo. That will be good. Sorry, the song is catchy. And you can see that even doing the main quest and a couple of fates along with my story and doing dungeons, that I'm over-leveled by 4 levels over what the content is. I don't mind that so much. Makes it a little bit easier. Get a repair in while we're here. Rightio. Okay, this one thought Clashio lost forever. Helpful one saved Clashio. These ones can be family again. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones, but Helpful One is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful One is hero to these ones. Helpful One will bring these ones and walking ones closer together, this one knows. This one would take Helpful One to see Elder One. But Elder One is ... Trouble in paradise, it seems. Mount speed and Lanasha increased. Mount speed increased. Oh, right. This is something they changed with the new system. Okay. Alright. They added movement speed increases to mounts in with Stormblood that are locked based on main story progression. Okay. We should make okay. This one must ask Kind One's forgiveness. This one made promise to take Kind One to see Elder One, but this one can't. This one is because Elder One is not here. Elder One not anywhere. Elder One went into forest yesterday, has not come back. This one is worried. Elder One often goes into forest, but never for this long. Kind One helped find Elder One, yes? Near where Elder One disappeared is home of a walking one named Buscaron. Buscaron may know what happened to Elder One. This one would talk to Buscaron, but walking ones do not always trust these ones. Would Kind One talk to Buscaron for me? Alrighty. Kind One comes from Gridania. In Gridania live many Kind Ones. This one begs of Kind One, please go to Gridania and ask fellow Kind Ones to help, and please hurry. These ones are not safe until Elder One returns. Okay, so we need to go speak to Hulwa. Alrighty. Let's test out this improved movement speed. Not too shabby. I could get used to this. Now, apparently there are a couple of tiers of increased movement speed. By the way, I'm definitely liking this. This is good. Okay, and an obvious pop culture reference. Quest names in this game are, filled with pop culture references. Carry on baggage, but okay, Spirited Away. That's the name of a very, very famous Hayao Miyazaki Studio Ghibli animated movie, Spirited Away. Alrighty then. Almost makes me feel like I'm in slow motion walking through town. And there's somebody who's an old school weeaboo. An Elvan named Deedlit. That's from the 90s anime record of Lodos 4. Tra-la-la. Okay. But they're a bard. No, they're not a bard. Around Benzeldrine. Suryagasa. Okay. Names don't sound familiar. Vox Legacy. Silver. Hinako Kurogane. Well, if it isn't our intrepid ambassador, how fare your diplomatic efforts with the tribes? The elders gone missing, you say? Well, if you were to end up in the hands of the tempered ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. You can assure the Sylphs that my sharpest-eyed serpents will be on lookout through night and day. No stone should be left unturned. I would ask you to go call on Gyamolko at Bent Branch Meadows to deliver the message that the wood whalers are needed in the search effort. Okay. So time to get down to Central Branch, okay? The house that Death built. We're going to take a quick bit and get this quest here, the house that Death built, because that unlocks the House of the Dead, or the Palace of the Dead, which is a very, very... Let's just say that it's used very heavily for people leveling off classes. House that Death built has a glut of gossip you've been dying to share with someone. If you're poking around for work, okay, only thing people talk about these days, nasty bit of business down at Issamhar. Surely you've heard the story, strange portal suddenly appearing in the ruins down there. Don't give me that look, I'm only telling you what I've overheard from the whalers. They say on the other end of it is some sort of labyrinth. Thing is, every time they go down there to map the place out, nothing's the same. It's a mystery if I've ever heard one. Basically, it's a dungeon that's different every time you go down there for levels well, yeah, you go down there for leveling. Frankly, I'm more happy to let it stay a mystery. Strange apparitions, booby-trapped corridors. Going down there is nothing short of suicide. Though the prospect of treasure is awful interesting. Yeah, there's treasure you can get down there that you can... That's, you know, sometimes it's just crap like clothing dyes or rare clothing. Sometimes it's really rare materia that you can sell for hundreds of thousands of gil. It's awful tempting. Don't take my word for it. Go down to the South Shroud and take a look yourself. Okay. Well, we're going to do that, but we're going to go stop at Bent Branch on the way. Now, whenever we go down to where you can do Palace of the Dead, because it's something you queue, not through the Duty Finder, but from actually being where the House of the Dead, or the Land of the Dead is. So something you'll see that's very common are people just going there and, you know, hanging out and doing the run over and over and over. And even the name of the quest where I got my chocobo, My Little Chocobo, you can't tell me that isn't a reference to My Little Pony. Okay, message from Commander Hulaw. Sylph Elder is vanished, worry not. The Wood Whalers have eyes under every leaf, under every branch. Elder is here, we shall find him. Gonna check something really quick. Okay. Hunter's Marks, we got that. Okay, there's that. There are Sylvan Groans in the East Shroud, Sylvan Softs in the East Shroud, Upper Lanasha, Southern Thanalon, North Shroud, Kurthus Highlands. Okay, it's gonna be a while then. Well, let's go speak to Busteron. Get that turned in. The reason you're seeing those achievements for mapping this and that area, back in the bad old days, and you'll notice my speed is lowered because, oh yeah, this is not one of the areas where I'm supposed to get a story-based speed increase quite yet. Let's go to the house that Death built and get that turned in. Sorry, but I insist on... Oh, an adventurer and rather seasoned looking one besides. The off chance you're not here to gawp, can you lend us a hand? You see, despite the fervent protestations of the Duskwights over there, I cannot permit civilians within the ruins at this time. Capable men and women like you, on the other hand, are more than welcome. That is, if you've got the stones for it. Stones. Pray seek out the other station at the quarry mill. They can apprise you of the details. Alrighty, so... Again, taking a sidetrack. Siegfried Lionheart, okay. Interesting name. You can see just how many people are here. Good God. Okay, well met. You've come to learn about the recent happenings at Issamhar. Site is showing interest owing to the Galmoran ruins. Galmora being an underground city which predates Gridania, in case you were unaware. Anyway, in the days past, we received reports are anthropogeographers that a magical gateway of some sort had appeared in the ruins, and all manners of creatures were coming and going through it. Men and I were first to examine it. It's hard to explain. We crossed a threshold into a set of corridors we'd never seen before, and suddenly each and every one of us was filled with a sense of dread. All I could do was even take a step, and Una Kotor, who accompanied us to the ruins, rewarded with powerful magics that sap the spirits and ether of all who enter, rendering them easy prey. Thankfully, he managed to devise a solution, ether pool, arms, and armor, which safeguard and channel the wielder's energies that they might withstand the ruins' magics. Unfortunately, it does little prevent us from losing our way, though it beggars belief. Every time we dare adventure into the ruins, we found the path to be changed. We suspect this too to be work of a powerful mage. Needless to say, something strange is afoot. Traditional tactics are not like to suffice. Even experienced adventurers proceed with caution, etc., etc. In any event, if you believe you have what it takes, you would say the word, etc., etc. Palace of the Dead now accessible. Now access the Palace of the Dead. You may enter in solo or a party of up to 4 players. And speaking to the Wood Whaler Captain, you will be given an option to either enter with a fixed party or a matched party. Players will start at level 1 regardless of their current class or job level. Furthermore, only Aether Pool arms and armor may be used within the Palace of the Dead. Each floor of the palace is randomly generated, including the placement of enemies, treasure, coffers, and traps. Further details can be had by speaking with the captain. We don't need that now. Now, something else that was Heavensward level content, which doesn't affect us now, is that as you went and did runs in there, the levels of your Aether Pool arms and armor would go up, making them more effective while in that dungeon. Now, you could turn in a certain level of Aether Pool armor or weapon and Aether Pool armor to get a piece of gear you could use outside of the dungeon, which for mid-level Heavensward was a very good thing, from what I hear. I never got that far. I just used the Palace of the Dead for leveling. Now let's speak to Buscaron. Well met. We have the finest frog and grub this side of A, not here to fill your belly. A hunger for news. There's been talk of a sylph lurking hereabouts. I can't rightly say if it's the elder you seek. Those woodland scamps all look alike, sort of painting one red and another blue. Most folk would struggle to tell two of them apart. In the meantime, mayhap you might stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You never know, you might even stumble across the elder yourself. Okay. Oh, what do you got for me, man? A crappy hat. It's a healer hat of all things. Roast meat. Or a piece of bronze. We'll probably take the bronze. And a craft. Oh, and an egg. No word on the Sylph Elder yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. In the meantime, how about doing a favor for me? Right, let's put you to work. There's a customer outside who's spoiling for a fight, and I need you to cool him off for me. No need to go cracking any skulls. Just grab the tub out back, fill it with cold water, and douse the guy. It tends to do the trick. My patrons can spill grog all night and carouse loud enough to wake the dead if they wish, but as soon as it turns violent, I put my foot down. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And I forgot to attune to the Aetherite while I was at Quarry Mill. Whoopsie daisy. Well, let's go get the water and get this done. Empty tub. Get him some water. So I had to put the tub down, put water in the tub, pick the tub back up. Whatever happened to the scoop method? Oh well. What are you staring at? You want to keep them eyes in your face? Nafika's teeth, that was cold. What do you mean no fighting? This Dusk White scum was... Yeah, I know the rules. The bastard gets to keep his skin for now. Thanks for stepping in there. Not that I couldn't handle myself against the bleeding milk sop like that bloke. I don't want to cause no trouble for Buscaron, you know, having to mop up blood and bits of teeth and the like. Oh, it sounds like my kind of bar. Nicely done. I'll not have my patrons picking fights with each other over a bit of petty prejudice. In case you didn't see, the bloke who caught the brunt of the outburst was the Duskwhite. There are people who shun cities and live in the wilds, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. I don't see them as brigands, I see them as hippies. Which to some people would be worse than a thief. To be fair, the Duskwhites can be an unruly lot, but they ain't so bad once you get to know them. And it don't seem right to bar a whole race of people from the druthers for the misdeeds of a few. So this place is called Buscaron's Druthers. So I guess you could say he has his druthers. Anyway, this should be at least one place where anyone willing to pay coin and drink in peace is welcome, don't you think? Alright. Oh, so that's what that thing looks like. Like crap. Okay. The eponymous proprietor of Buster Rhymes Brothers has need of an able adventurer. I appreciate all the good you've done for my patrons. If you aren't disinclined, I have a favor of my own to ask you. There's a concurrent friend of mine you see, name of Teteroon. Good lad. It was right after the calamity I came across him fallen here in the shroud. He nearly died in the havoc, so I took him in and nursed him back to health best I could. He worked here at my druthers for a spell after that, got to talking about striking out on his own, he did. Not long after that, he cast his lot in a merchant bound for Lenosha. It so happens I got to cleaning up around here and came across something of his, this scarlet earring. He was fond of the earring, but he must have forgotten it when he left. I'd like to see that it gets to him. Can't say for sure where he ended up. Might be a friend of mine can. A Rugadin fellow by the name of, Gaelic name. You might find him on Hawker's Alley in Limsa Lemensa. He knows everything of the comings and goings of the merchants there. So we need to get to Limsa. Teleport, go! Diaper Dad, okay. Shannock Anderson. Okay, obvious Gaelic name, Zero Custom. You can see that's one of my guild there, or free company, so I gave him a salute. Banesrig, I think. I'm probably mispronouncing that, so if you're Irish or Welsh, I'm sorry if I'm fucking up your language. Okay. You found your way to Hawker's Alley, friend. What a concurrent that worked at the druthers. You speak of Teteroon. Related to that Kyo-Kyo-Rune bloke just over there by some blood or another. Two of them put in together were making good coin, but old Teteroon up and left Limsa long ago. Couldn't say as to why or where. Better off asking Kyo-Kyo-Rune himself. He can be tied a lip. I warn you, best to take a chicken egg with you. Old bastard loves the bloody things. That would be why they gave me the chicken egg in the last quest. Okay. Okay, good to hear about old Busk. Seems as though he ain't changed a bit. Just like him to send adventure along, too shy to come his own self. Gods, I miss drinking with that fool. Now let's find this Kyo-Kyo-Rune. See what he's got to say. Customer be welcome. Not customer, not come with custom. Kyo-Kyo-Rune. Busy with business, too busy for blather. Chicken egg. Kyo-Kyo-Rune love chicken egg. Love chicken egg more than love customer. Looking for Teteroon. Teteroon no here no more. Teteroon leave Limsa. Teteroon go look for Sparklies. Now working at Trading Post. Good Trading Post. Forget where Trading Post is. Weinberg no Teteroon. Weinberg no Trading Post. Weinberg at Ferry Docks. You go to Ferry Docks. Kyo-Kyo-Rune forget things. Weinberg remember things. You talk to Weinberg, not Kyo-Kyo-Rune. Yet again, more vagaries of beast language. Bypass. I didn't have to go all around the twists and turns. Now, something I'm going to be doing from now on, so we don't get tired of Final Fantasy XIV, because I love this game. This is one of my favorite MMORPGs ever made. If not my favorite. But I don't want to get burnt out on it. So I'm going to be, from now on, doing 2 streams a day. Final Fantasy XIV during the mornings or afternoons. And during the evening, I'm going to play something else. Tonight is probably going to be Chroma Squad. Teteroon, I seen him. That is to say, I saw him somewhere up north by way of ferry to Aleport. Might as well head there, see what you can suss out. Skipper here can take you there. When you arrive, I'd start by asking all Welsh name. He's an old hand that knows a great deal about a great many things. Okay, take me to Aleport. Yep, 40 gil, worth it. A lot of traveling around just to find one dude. There's, again, Tedarun. I saw him, that is to say, I seen him. Went by his north through Skull Valley into Oakwood, was looking for a place run by his fellow Kakern. Reckon he meant the one right on Bronze Lake, Memorune's trading post. All your road, and you're sure to find it. I think I've actually got Hunter Mark stuff in there. Drones, Kobold Pikmin, Upper Lanasha. That's Upper Lanasha. Kobold Pikmin. Might as well get those while I'm in there. 338, okay. Check where I am for... How do I even check my marks? Reputation, okay. Nope, nope, nope. That'll be a way to check my hunter's marks. Or my marks or whatever. Currency, okay. 773. I believe I need 200 to get my next, or 1,000, either that or 2,000 to get my next rank. Well, we'll check it at 1,000. At this point, now that I've got my Chocobo, all I really want to use the marks for is ranking up until I can, well, yeah. Customer, not be welcome. Not customer, not come with custom. Bring something for Tedarun. Yeah, here, have an earring. Tedarun, forget this. Forget it to others. Tedarun swore would never forget earring, but never forget forgot. Tedarun thank. Tedarun thank. Good Buscaron doing good. Good Buscaron good to Tedarun. Tedarun miss good Buscaron sigh. That seems like I should be shipping that. Okay, no, don't need the weapons. Thank you anyway. Oh, now you're gonna give me other weapons, and I have to take one. Okay. Tedarun has places for you to go and thingies for you to get. Microbrewing. Good Buscaron help Tedarun. Or no, it's Buscaroon. Tedarun dead without good Buscaroon. Give many thankies, many thankies. Tedarun make Kikiran firewater for Buscaroon. Buscaroon love firewater. You help Tedarun make firewater. Good thingies. Need thingies to make. Need many thingies. Need good water. Good water from Fool Falls and Curl Whiskers. Need 5 good Curl Whiskers. Well, we'll get your whiskers. But I'm also going to go try to find my Pikmin for that quest. You hear that little bit of harp music? Again, I love the atmosphere in this game. The music work in this game is spot friggin' on. Kobold Pikmin right there. That's 2. There's got to be another one. Hey, Pikmin. Hi, Pikmin. Die, Pikmin. there's the storm seals for that. Now, how do we get down from here? I don't want to just take the Geronimo. Okay, that would have been deadly. But I'm glad I just didn't Leroy off the side. There's got to be a safer way down. There's got to be. I know there is. If there is, I ain't seeing it. Okay. We need to get to where the curls are. That's going to be a pain for now. He was using an Inferno Axe as well, okay. Shit. Okay, you want to fight? We'll fight. I'm trying to get a... Oh, shit. No, not another one. I could just run. I really should just run. Noping around you bastards. Can't nope around you. I gotta go through. Shit. Quickly getting irritating. Oh, we lived. Good. Those things are the curls. Or, I think I'm pronouncing that properly. I'm probably not. Look like tigers with lizard tails. And tentacles off their faces. That reminds me more of the old school Displacer Beast from classic D&D. Crap, two of them. One of them paralyzed me. Got you. I'm making it easy on you. Okay, now let's get our water, and then we'll go get our other two curls. In the other case, put barrel down, fill barrel, pick back up. Nope, it's just get the water. Maybe they realized excessive padding was excessive. Alrighty. Chop, chop, choppity. I really want to actually try out Red Mage and Samurai, because from what I've seen, it's more interesting than what I'm doing here. Because what I'm doing is basically I'm hitting combo starter, combo filler, periodically hitting my damage up or my defense up. Now, I don't mind that too much, because let's face it. If your job is to keep somebody alive, and if you mess up your job, somebody dies, you want your job to be as hard to mess up as possible. Did they seriously? Yep, they named it Giant Enemy Crab. That's a reference to a meme in video game history where I forgot what game it was, but the developers were very touting it as extremely historic to ancient Japan history and mythology. Oh, by the way, here's a giant enemy crab. Tetaroon make fire water. You bring thingies Tetaroon need. Here's your fixings. I got you coral tails and water. Rough thingies Tetaroon make fire water now. Make good fire water. Tetaroon start making fire water. Good fire water. Take time, more good. You come back later. We'll take the heal stick because I can sell the heal stick. Okay. Tetaroon finished his gift. Tetaroon make fire water. Good fire water. You take this to Buscaroon. Good fire water for good Buscaroon. Tell Buscaroon no drink now. Tell put away for 1 year. 1 year make best flavor. Sigh hope makes Buscaroon happy. Tetaroon gives Buscaroon thankies, many thankies. I think the little rat dude has a crush. Tetaroon make big shop someday. Biggest shop in Eorzea, make many sparklies, all thanks to good Buscaroon. Now we using the return to get us back to Gridania. And from here, we go for the long haul. Doerden, seriously? Oh dear God. For reference, there is a famous character in Dungeons and Dragons lore, famous in novels, called Drizzt Do'Urden, or Drizzt, or however it's pronounced. He is a drow. The drow race are almost universally and unrepentantly and gleefully evil. Drizzt, on the other hand, he dual-wields scimitars. He's one of the few who thought his own society was sick and left it for the upland. So he's a good drow who's an outcast in modern in uplander society, but he still fights for the good of the people. So, yeah. Not originally intended as a Mary Sue, but anybody, well, you get the idea. So you will see in almost any video game ever, there's going to be somebody naming themselves after him. Just like in any Final Fantasy, you're going to see somebody named trying to name themselves Cloud, or to add a bunch of X's around it, so it's like XXX Cloud XX, or XXX Sephiroth XX. People who don't take the time and patience to come up with their own name. Where me, I came up with the same name and I use it for fucking everything. Because I may be unoriginal, but I'm going to own that shit. Right, forgot the Choco Key. Get you. Okay, got ya. And Ida and Papalimo are here and they weren't before, which means I'm going to be talking to them after I'm done with this dude, almost certainly. Turned. Thank you for seeing Tedderins. What's this for me? Foul brew that was made by tossing various items found in the wild, both live and dead, into a barrel of water and let a concoction ferment for a Sennite. I don't know what a Sennite is. Kikir and Firewater. So he remembers my fondness for the drink. Does he? Why that old? Bloody hell, who's cutting onions back here? So it looks like that crush might be mutual. Okay. He says to shovel for a year. That sounds about right. I hate to have to wait, but I reckon it'll be worth it. This stuff has an aroma and body unlike any other drink I know. It's going to be a long year. Why don't you say you come back? We'll see if we can't make it through this bottle together. Okay, we will take the silver because the boots do no good for me. Selfish concerns. Okay, Busker had his druthers. Have an adventurer with whom to share talk of Sylphs. Now, there was no word. There was word while you were away. Sylphs are here in the wood, but they've no lands near their own. No, this place was near to here, a place where I've never known a Sylph to come. Something must be causing them to venture this far, more like the missing Sylphs elder among them. Okay. Here, I've marked the track where they were sighted on your map. Go see if there's anything to be seen. Okay, so we've got a trail. Let's start at this edge of the trail and go along. What, my friend, are you? Thrill of battle. You are a buff. You go up here. There's a hostile presence. What do we have here? Ah! A Garlean. And an interloping Ochu. Don't worry, we'll get to you. Now, interesting thing about the Ochu, I think that was originally intended as a mistranslation of a Dungeons & Dragons creature called an Otyugh, which looked similar to that, only it wasn't made of plants. They generally lived in sewers and devoured garbage and shit. No, literal shit. Ah, crap baskets. But spot where I was supposed to be finding a Sylph, I found a Garlean. How much you want to bet this spot also finds a Garlean? Nope. Here's our next spot. Oh. Up on a rock. What do you have? Nothing? You can attack me all you like. I got no craps to give.